So, hello everyone, welcome to our monthly segment Medical News Today, wherein we cover the important topics and breakthroughs that concern the world of medicine and clinical research. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel to get such amazing updates regularly and stay ahead of the curve. Without further ado, let's start the video. So the first news we have today is a collaboration between two giants in vaccine world. So Bharat Biotech is in collaboration with Serum Institute's subsidiary Bilthovan Biologics for the production and supply of oral polio vaccine. So this oral polio vaccine is a significant part of the universal immunization program, which is a flagship program for the government of India. So a requisite agreement has been signed between Bharat Biotech and Bilthovan Biologics, wherein Bharat Biotech will procure drug substances for the production of OPV to be supplied within India and globally. Okay, so as you know, Bharat Biotech is one of the integral members of the UIP program, and Serum Institute or Bilthovan Biologics, its subsidiary, they are one of the most biggest production ready manufacturers of vaccines. So this particular collaboration will definitely help both the companies to get capture Indian market as well as the global market. And through this collaboration, the companies will jointly obtain the regulatory approvals and licensing for commercially manufacturing this particular vaccines in India for global supply. And the drug substances manufactured in Netherlands at the subsidiary Bilthoven Biologics can be used to boost the production of the vaccine and provide the oral polio vaccine for the entire world. The OPV, again, as I've said, has been an integral part of the UIP several decades ago and even today. And Bharat Biotech, being one of the most integral member of this particular program, has expanded its scope to produce the vaccine and export not only to the Indian masses but also to the global population. Next news today we have is where the Sanofi would launch key drugs from its global pipeline in India soon. Now, this is one of the most significant news because Sanofi, a global pharma player, has been looking to widen its access in the Indian market through partnerships with companies like Cipla, Dr. Reddy's Laboratory, and Emcure. As you know, that the global pharma giants not necessarily collaborate with their competitors, and Cipla, Dr. Reddy's, and Emcure being the Indian competitor of Sanofi. So why did Sanofi launch the partnership and bring the medication? Because as a part of its expansion strategy, this move is to ensure that the collaboration between the Indian pharma giant and the French giant is to utilize the on-ground market support and expertise that the Indian players have, and in order to gain the advantage, in order to move the products of Sanofi into the Indian market, which already has a large chain of distribution network with between a lot of hospitals and doctors. So you would need to know that this is a significant news for Indian pharma companies as well as the Indian medicine market, because the global players want to enter the Indian market and they want to collaborate between the Indian companies, and this collaboration shall foster a lot of jobs when it comes to marketing, when it comes to expansion. So for that, it is a significant step, because if one company starts this trend, it will be followed by other pharma giants and it will lead to more and more job creations. Next important news is we have is from Indian regulatory, where the CDSCO has released draft GDP guidelines, which is good distribution practices for pharmaceutical products. Now, the Indian regulatory CDSCO has released this guidance document for GDP for pharmaceutical products, which is in line with the World Health Association's technical report series on good storage distribution practices for pharma products in order to avoid any unadulterated, misbranded, or not standard quality products to be circulated in the market. So it means that there is a certain guidelines that is put by the Indian regulatory in order to ensure that the distribution channels used by the pharma companies is up to a certain standard and up to a global standard set by WHO. So this particular guideline will help us to elaborate the procedures to be followed in transportation, shipping, labeling, dispatching, and receipt by the pharma products, and the documentation related to distribution. So this is a significant step which ensures that the pharmaceutical company follows practices which are standardized and they ensure that the transportation, shipping, labeling, dispatching of the uh, drug or the medical product is up to a global standard. And through this significant step, the CDSCO or the Indian regulatory is showing that we are at par with the global distribution practices, and we will ensure that no misbranded, spurious, or adulterated products enters into the Indian market and affects public health. So, if you are interested in reading the guidance, go ahead into CDSCO website and look for good distribution practices. It will be a good read in order to understand how the transportation, shipping, labeling, dispatching of the pharma product should be, and how the distribution practice should be implemented. So go ahead and give that a read. Again, CDSO has been on a roll of releasing draft guidelines, and it has released guidelines for the clinical trials in India. So I've made a detailed video on this particular topics so that you can understand what are the significant aspect of the clinical trial that had been amended or that had been proposed in this draft guidelines. So again, I'll give link in the description. You can check this video out. So last but not the least, the Indian president has launched the first homegrown CAR T cell therapy for cancer patient. So it is India's first indigenously developed CAR T cell therapy for cancer subjects, okay, for the treatment. And this particular gene therapy has been developed in collaboration by IIT Bombay and Tata Memorial Center at Bombay. And this gene-based therapy is named as NextCAR19 and is being rolled out in India. And the most significant aspect of this particular gene therapy is that it is 1/10 of the cost of the product outside India. So if the product costs 100 rupees outside India, it is just available at 10 rupees in India. So it is one of the most significant aspect because India is able to create its own gene therapy. And secondly, the treatment is not only effective but also significantly cheaper, which can cater to the Indian cancer population. And as you know, the cancer therapy, the cancer treatment is as it is costly. So government putting its efforts and resources, and Tata Group and IIT Bombay like institution helping develop this gene based therapy is one of the most significant event in Indian medical history. And this CAR T cell therapy involves modifying the patient's T cell, which are the immune cells, in the laboratory, and using this particular patient cell to attack and destroy cancer cells. So using your own immune cell to attack the cancerous cell and get the cancer cell out and the subject cured. Okay, and this particular NextCAR19 T cell therapy is again India's first made in India gene therapy, and it is expected to bring down the cost significantly and benefit the cancer population. So, so thank you for watching this video till the end. Please make sure that you subscribe to our channel so that we can bring you amazing news and keep you updated with significant medical events. Thank you for watching this video.